That's it, recording.
Yeah, okay.
Keep it running.
Yeah.
If you press that, it doesn't pause it, it just stops it.
Okay.
So we end up with loads of little videos, which obviously makes it really difficult to put onto YouTube. Right, so front end shouldn't be too much different. You had a stabiliser, the only difference is it's got a black handle on it instead of the red handle which you had on yours.
Yep.
So no difference there. Handbrake is just push down, lift up.
Yep.
Breakaway cable, exactly the same.
Yep.
Obviously jockey wheel, 13 pin electric, so shouldn't be any difference there.
No.
Gas, as I said, I'll get your pigtail in a minute. Onboard regulator, again, I would expect you to have an onboard regulator similar to that.
That's the same as
Yeah,
in the
exactly the
van.
same, yeah. Also, you've got in here 240 cable, your step,
Oh, okay.
and your winder handle.
Right.
Obviously your legs and your wheel up spanner there as well.
Okay.
Okay. So happy with the
Yeah, fine.
gas locker?
Yep.
I would say nothing too complicated or different compared to your last one. Right, down this side, on your boiler last time you may have had a cover you took off, it was just the Truma boiler. This is the vent for the boiler on this one.
So that's the
There's
gas
no cover
vent,
to take off. Yeah, so there's no cover to take off like you may have had on your last one.
That's what I did have. It's, yeah.
So that's the vent for there.
Okay.
Water in.
Yep.
This is your pipe.
Okay.
To release it, just pull back on the clip.
Right, fine.
Pump is on board, so obviously you've just got a pipe. Just make sure you straighten it out before you put it in the aqua, because sometimes you've got a tendency to want to do that.
Right.
You'll just be drawing air out the top of the aqua instead of taking the water out.
So take the water out.
Okay, so straighten it out. And you'll find that when you set it up anyway, you open it up on the cold side and it's just drawing air through.
Right.
And so you just come in and have a look, just make sure it's straightened back up again. Obviously in the cold weather it does tend to stay in that position. Well, obviously once it warms up, it's a bit more supple. Okay, we've got our battery and electric connected.
Yep.
So I'm assuming you've got a battery on your...
Got 110 amp one in ours, yeah.
So obviously you've got a mover on board, so obviously 110 is good. 240 connection, key point for your mover is there, so it's just underneath the 240 there.
Yep, okay.
Okay, happy with your battery?
That's exactly, yeah, again, that's the same positioning as on the existing van.
Yeah, that's it, there shouldn't be nothing too complicated on that one. What we've also got, obviously wastewater outlet, not sure where it is on the dream, but
same sort of place, same sort of place.
Then access, obviously, under the bed. Obviously just be careful, obviously the bed comes right to the back of the van.
Yep.
You start putting heavy stuff at the back of the van, obviously that is going to affect stability.
I see you've got spare wheel under there, is that fixed?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it is. It's got a screwed on bracket onto the floor.
Okay.
Obviously it's easier than trying to get out from underneath, but obviously you're going to lose
a bit
obviously space
Can I
under
just
the
ask
bed.
what these are? What are these dippy bits for?
Well, that's where you can slide through a skirt or something like that.
Oh right, okay.
So you got a skirt for your awning.
Well, on the first van, we can.
So that's where you can thread that through.
Yeah.
Obviously it's on both sides. Obviously it's the same if you're obviously unlikely to put an awning this side, but obviously that side, so it doubles up. I'll just notice you on the cleaning one.
I say it's a little bit mucky at the back.
Yeah. Obviously, it was outside before, and obviously a bit of rain and whatever, a bit of dust, and it's just dripped off that a bit. Right, so nothing too much different on the back apart from obviously them two brackets there.
Bike rack or something.
Yeah, so they're factory fitted, ready to receive a bike rack if you decided you wanted to do that. Okay, down this side, toilet is on this side.
Yep.
I'm not sure which one's on your Idria or not.
Yeah, same. Again, same sort of place at the back.
Yeah, right. So cassette. Is that the same? It's
That
got the
looks
wheels.
like, that's got wheels on it, hasn't it? Yeah, no, mine was a carry-on. So
So we've got handle and wheels.
Oh yes, I'll make it
Obviously
easy.
make it a lot easier. So it's still a bit tricky going across gravel, but
Yeah.
otherwise along the road it trundles quite easily. So exactly the same mechanism
Yeah.
than your last one I would expect.
Okay.
It's just that little handle there to release it.
Do you know what the capacity of the tank is?
I don't know, to be quite
I'll
honest.
be in the book, won't it?
I would have thought so. It doesn't actually have an handbook that comes with it.
No.
It's online now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Also, you got drain down for your flush tank is there.
Right.
So it just sits on that little ledge up there. Okay. So obviously
Is
make
there
sure
any-
you do drain it down for winter.
Is there any tap on that, or you just pull
No, it's just a little plug in the end of it.
Okay.
You just pull that out.
it out and
Yeah.
let it
Obviously
go?
make sure you push it in back in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Before you put any more in.
Yep.
Okay. Coming down here, obviously very important that, or if you're aware of or not, is checking your wheel nuts. It's very important you check them regularly. I always check mine before I go away each time. I'll check it out before I go.
Okay.
It is on your plate here. If you've got a torque span, it's 130 newton meters. You see that on there. Does tell you steel as well, but obviously it's the alloy figure you want, which is 130.
Yeah.
And also it gives you tyre pressure on there as well, amongst weights and
Right.
things
Okay.
like that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Gas barbecue put. I'm assuming you've had that fitted because obviously normally
That's right.
spikes
Yes.
don't come with them.
Yeah. We asked for that.
Yeah. It's stuck in one.
Is that the plate that you asked for?
Sorry.
About up in the plate. What are you on about up in the plate?
Up the weight.
The weight plate. Yeah, we paid for the weight plate to be up to
upgraded.
to be
15.
100, no, 1300 I think, isn't it? Yeah.
This is 1300, yeah.
That is it, yeah, that's it. It was
Oh, is that
1250.
oh, right, okay, that's fine.
1280.
I thought you were going to say 1500. I thought, oh, that's quite a big
No,
jump.
1284 to
Oh, so you've taken up to 1300.
just taken up to 1300.
That's good. Okay. Right,
That's
if you'd
good.
like to go inside now, and I'll just realise I'm going to be slippers. If you want to jump in. Yeah?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm trying to think. Just trying to think of what all the things we're expecting.
I'll take my shoes off.
It's up to you.
I've got slippers on actually. No. I came prepared. I've got some.
Okay. That's all right. Well, I've got mine as well. Well, mine is just keep my dirty boots off your clean carpet. Right. Okay, so this is going to look different. These two control panels I would expect.
Yep.
Right, I'm just going to come out of that. I'll just exit that setting. Right. So this is your control panel.
Right.
Okay. That there is your 12 volt master switch. Okay,
Right.
so to switch your 12 volt systems on for your van is that one there.
Right.
This one is menu scroll and select button.
Yeah.
This side is your water pump.
Right.
That one is your master switch for your main lights.
Right.
Master switch for your dimmable lights are the ones above the lockers and above the bed. And all-in light. Okay. Showing in the centre is your voltage of your battery.
Right.
Obviously it's going for a charger at the moment, that's why it's showing 14.5 volt. Obviously if the electric wasn't connected or your charger wasn't switched on, then you see the true level of your battery.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can see that, waving at it wakes it up. So
Okay,
after so many seconds it will go dark.
Yep.
So obviously it doesn't disturb your sleep if you're one of these people who doesn't like light glowing in certain corners when you're trying to get to sleep. Up there you see that little L, that's leisure battery. So
Yep.
leisure battery's connected. Flash of electric's connected. Time, obviously is incorrect at the moment, and that little timer clock there,
Yeah.
that means it's been talking to the heating system via this control panel. Okay, if you're aware of that or not.
No, this is all new to me.
Alright, so yeah, it will definitely be different. Obviously you don't have to do that, you don't have to use that to talk to that.
Right.
You can just use the control panel for heating on its own without that. It's also got an app on your phone as
Put it on
well.
your phone, yeah.
Yeah, so you can also do that, which is that then talks to that, which controls that and
That
control the
means
lighting.
somehow this must connect to the internet somewhere.
Yes.
Or use Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah.
Does it?
It uses internet data,
Does it?
so it will talk to it.
Oh,
Or you can
okay.
talk to it remotely. It can also talk to it when you're sitting in it via Bluetooth. So it's got its own Bluetooth connection, which you
To
can
look
talk.
into all that because that's all. That's what,
Yeah.
I've not done anything like that with
No.
a van before. So.
So, well, yeah, you wouldn't. Unlikely, unless you've had a Swift in the last couple of years, you wouldn't have done that because Swift is the main dealers or the main producers even
Right.
that are using this system at the moment. No other manufacturer is using this.
Okay.
Okay, right.
This is all part of what they call the Swift command system.
Yeah,
or
Swift
something.
command. Yeah. So Paul hopefully has told you that he's registered you with Swift command.
Yeah.
Um,
And
which you,
tracker or something. as well.
yeah. Well, it doesn't. You get your tracker via that. I don't know if you bought it. You may have had that via the NEC deal, perhaps.
Yes,
I don't-
it's the NEC deal,
Yes,
yeah.
that's it. So, yeah, you would have a
I've got
tracker
12
code.
months, got first 12 months.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. Because it's about 90 odd quid or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Subscription, which is good. Okay, obviously insurance will like that as well. Right. So, anything on here. So if I wanted to change anything, I just scroll up and down the menu if I wanted to. You can scroll up or down, it comes to the same point by going all the way around. You can go all the way around the other way if you wanted to. So if I press up, so you see leisure charging.
Yeah.
That's why it's showing 14.5 volts. Sergeant is the actual manufacturer of the system, electronic system. That's the actual number of the system we're using. System settings in there, we can change the clock.
Right.
We can connect via Bluetooth if we want to. Fridge settings, this can also talk to the fridge.
Right, okay.
So that's, you can control it up here. Obviously you've got the buttons on the fridge, you can control it from there as well. Heater settings, as I said, you can control that from there to there. So you can set it to whatever settings at the moment. So it's, say control app, control manual. So I'll put it on control manual for now because obviously
Yeah.
if you're not going to, that clock disappears, we can control the heating from the heating control panel. Dimmer level, so the lights above the lockers
These ones.
will actually dim, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can change that via the app as well on the dimmer, or change it manually from here. So if it says
Right.
dimmer level here, so you just
Yeah.
scroll up and down to say dimmer level, that's the percentage it's at the moment, so 100%.
Right, 100%. So.
Yeah, so if I press it again, it drops down to 5. Oh no, it doesn't. Press it again, it does. Okay, so you can
right,
see the
okay.
lights that are dimmed
Yeah.
all the way around now. So you just press that
Right.
of a percentage
Yep.
you want it at.
Okay.
If you're on the app, you can dim the front and the back at different levels. This dims it
Just all of it.
all at the same level.
Okay.
Okay. Internal temperature. That internal temperature is actually the core temperature of the van. It's not the air temperature you can feel.
Right.
It's the core temperature of the van. That's what it also checks with part of the system, which can also give you an alert to say that your van's cold. You can actually do that through the app, which will end up texting you to say, yeah.
Is it a warm van generally or not?
Warm van.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
cold
our
van.
old Andrea, it was really, every time you went, it was like warm as toast.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
so-
No.
No.
Well, yeah. It's similar to the Adria. The insulation on these are very good. That heating system is very good.
Right.
It doesn't have to turn some hot water,
Yeah, 'cause
water and
So
warm air.
I just noticed that there's no space heater in this one, so
No,
presumably
it's all in one unit.
Okay.
Yeah. So we all got it's a hot water tank, and it's got a jacket around it, which also warms up
Okay.
the van off that as well. Okay. So that is your core temperature. So the van core temperature, the fabric temperature, rather than the air temperature that you can feel. AC limit. So on site, you plug into a bollard. You
Yeah.
overdraw that by switching too many electrical things on. So kettle, hair dryer, all these kind of things at high energy. You switch a load of them on all at the same time, can trip the bollard
Yeah.
quite easily. With this, you can actually set a limit. So if I go into that now, I can set as low as 5 amp.
Right.
See that little padlock unlocked.
Yeah.
So we can set that all the way up to 16 amp, which is a
Right.
lot of the club sites are 16.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So what will happen? Obviously, you can see in the centre there. That's roughly what we're using at the moment.
Yep.
If you went and put too much electrical stuff on, it goes above that limit. If you're operating the heating on electric, it will actually shut the electric down for that period of time. So say you switch the kettle on,
Yeah.
goes above your limit,
Right.
shuts the 1-2 kilowatts on your boiler down
Yeah.
for that period of time. Kettle clicks off, brings that power back on again.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, if you switch a load of things on all at the same time, then it can still trip it. But,
Yeah.
all right.
But it's designed to help you avoid it.
Exactly, yeah. So you get to some sites where you need to go and get the warden to re-trip the. Yeah, and obviously they're really happy for you to come round. Yeah, they're really happy for you to do that. Yeah. Or you might be looking, someone's already opened it, and you can just reach. Obviously, someone who's been doing it all the time. Okay. Select battery. If your car was still attached to your caravan on site, you could
Yeah.
still draw 12 volts from that if you wanted to. Probably not too brilliant if you've obviously got these modern cars now, the electronics in them. You flat the battery on your car, obviously not going to be good. Solar panel. I don't know if it's got a solar panel on this.
No.
Or you had it fitted.
No, never fitted,
So it's obviously showing a level, but obviously there's nothing there attached. No vehicle battery, obviously, because there's no car there.
Yeah.
And we're back round to leisure charging.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just go back to your basics now, which master switch. So that switches your 12 volt systems on. So you always switch that on when you're using your van.
Yeah.
That's
So
your scroll
would you normally shut that down when you park up and leave it
to go home?
to go home?
Yeah, to go home, off. But obviously once you're on site, switch it on, leave it on. Obviously, unless you're on a site where you're just using 12 volts, then obviously you want to conserve your energy. You can switch that off. But if you've got 240 connected, just leave it on.
Yeah, because it's not going to draw on the battery
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
Is it?
Water pump,
Yeah.
master switch for your main light. So they're individually switched,
Right. But that
will switch them all to one. Okay?
Okay.
So the ones that are still on are your dimmable lights.
Yeah.
So if I switch that one, actually dimmable light's gone off.
Press that into the thing so you can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, that might be useful. Yeah.
You've got that pointing to the cupboard. You want
Yes, I know.
It's just quite an interesting cupboard. That is.
Right.
Okay.
So
what-
that is
so that's your main lights.
main lights.
Yeah. So that switches all your main lights
Yep.
to one switch, and then your dimmable lights, which
Okay.
is your other one,
Oh, that's that
which
one.
goes off to that. Okay.
That goes right off, and then you can
Yeah.
when
So
it's on,
then-
you adjust the dimmer.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are individually switched, which might be behind me. Oh no, so that one, which one's that one? Well, that's your entry light coming in, which is just above the kitchen.
Yep.
Then you've got the one for that one that's just on that bit of a shelf there. So there's a few,
Oh, yeah.
a few light switches dotted
Yeah,
around, which I'll
okay.
show you in a second.
Yeah.
All right. So you're happy with your control panel?
I think
Hopefully.
I'm happy with it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As obviously you have,
Where can I get? You say it's all online. Is it?
Yeah.
You don't get a manual
No,
anymore.
you don't get a manual
You have to
anymore,
go
no.
onto
Yeah.
Swift's website.
Yeah,
Or something,
yeah, that's it. Swift website. If on your app there is what is called Swift Connect, also, which to connect onto that you can do that without the app as well. What will happen is obviously once you've got this is now your van, service will let Swift know that obviously warranty wise and all that lot.
Yeah.
Then Swift will ping you an email,
Right.
say this is your username and password to go on to Swift Connect.
Right.
Swift Connect you can look at also your service history as well, because obviously
Right.
service history, service book
Yeah.
doesn't come with anymore either. So
Okay,
that's all online as well.
Okay.
So you can go on to the Swift Connect.
So, on the basis I get my van's serviced by approved workshop,
Yes.
but usually a mobile one.
Right.
How will I get the service book updated?
I don't know. That's a question I have to ask Paul on that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
I haven't asked that. No one's asked that question as yet. Okay, so
It's just
I
I'm not
would
going to
assume-
tow the way up here every year for a service.
no. Obviously, it's
And a lot
track.
of the areas, a lot of the dealers around our way say if you haven't bought it from us, we can't service it.
Yeah, which seems a bit strange. Isn't it? I've never had that problem, but obviously, yeah, I've heard that. Whereas they don't want to touch a van that hasn't, or they prioritise their customers
Yeah, that's
over
right,
you.
yeah.
So if there's a slot free for someone, they'll prioritise their customer
Yeah.
before
yeah,
you,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
which obviously is not very good service.
No.
Okay. Right. So you're happy with that side, hopefully.
Yep.
Right. This side
This
is
side.
your heating
That's
control
the
panel.
heating control. Yeah.
Right. So what we've got on that one, so big button on off,
Yeah.
and also a control as well. That one there is a return button. No matter how much you wave at that one, it's not
It's
going to
not
light
gonna
up.
light up, no,
No,
okay.
that one does. This one doesn't. You can just press the button. I just press the return button just to light it back up again.
Okay.
Right. What was shown on there? If I just come back out here this way a bit, and click in my neck. Right. So what's shown on the screen in the centre? We're jumping between 17 degrees, which is the temperature I've set,
Yep.
and the clock, which is
Right.
obviously incorrect.
No. Right.
Okay. Also next to it, when you see the temperature come up, it obviously see degrees centigrade,
Yeah.
and also we've got a little plug. That little plug denotes we've got electric available. Okay.
Right.
So on the consumer unit, there's a button that says heater and hot water, orange button which I'll show you, which lights up. If that little plug's not there,
Yeah.
you're not going to be operating electric.
Because
Like
they're
the
not
idea is you
connected
haven't
up.
switched it on, or you haven't got an electric, you haven't plugged in, bollards tripped on site. Right. Running across the top is telling us what we've got operating.
Right.
So flame, that is not gas, it's heating, just to confuse things. That bottle there is gas.
Right.
Okay, that flame there is not gas, it's
That's
heating.
heating.
Okay.
So the one next to it must be hot water.
Yeah, so the next one's hot water, that's correct. Then you've got energy, so we got gas and electric at the moment, and fan setting.
Right.
Okay, if we want to change anything, so we just press the big button, it lights up the second line now.
Right.
So
Okay.
the first one we see is flashing.
Yeah.
We can get any of these to flash, that is so we can change whichever one that's flashing. So the first one I've come to, I want to change the heating.
Yep.
So obviously it's a motorhome, as you would expect. A thermometer inside that. So
Yeah.
tick on that,
Yeah.
click on that even. So we can turn that now to switch heating off,
Yep.
or set the temperature all the way up to 30 degrees if you
Right.
wanted to.
Okay.
So I'll just set it to 23. Click on the button to confirm it. Okay.
Right.
The next one, there we go. So just waiting for that. The flame on the top line, you can see now, that's also flashing.
Yeah.
Right. The reason for that is because it hasn't reached the temperature we've selected.
Right.
Okay. So when it reaches the temperature we've selected,
That flame
that will
stops.
stop.
there. Oh,
Same with the
okay.
water heating. The water heating must be at temperature.
Yep.
If it wasn't, that'd still be flashing.
Okay.
Okay. So next one. Oh, let's come back out there. Right. So next one, water heating. Click on that. We've got water heating off. You see the top line has disappeared.
Yep.
Eco, hot, or boost. Okay.
Right,
So
okay.
the difference between all of them: eco 40 degrees, hot 60 degrees, boost. So what if you wanted extra hot water to use the shower on board?
Yeah.
What that will do is run through 2 heating cycles, which is around about
Right.
half an hour
Right.
to give extra heat into the boiler.
Okay.
Okay, so that will run for about half an hour. So
Right.
obviously, if you decided you did want to use the shower on board, then you need to do that half an hour before you use the shower.
Right. Okay. Yep.
So what that will do in the meantime, so when that goes to boost, as I said, it's one unit in that corner that's heating your water and the room. So the fan is what pushes the warm air into your van.
Right.
During the boost on the water function, the fan will be switched off.
Right.
If it's trying, it won't do both at the same time
No.
because it wants to concentrate all the heating on the hot water for that period of time.
Okay.
Normal,
So you won't get any heat coming through.
No,
on
not
heat.
not on boost, no.
Oh.
But when you've got normal water heating on,
Yeah.
eco or hot, and heating going, they both work together.
Okay.
Obviously, from cold, it may take a bit for both to warm up. But on boost, it will shut the fan down.
Okay.
Okay. So next one is energy. So click on that. We've got options of gas on its own.
Yep.
So you see one bottle there. Mix 1, so that's gas and electric.
Yeah.
Mix 2, gas and electric 2. Electric 1 or electric 2. So there the options are.
Okay.
So the differences between all of them. So electric 1 is roughly 1 kilowatt. It is slightly less.
Yep.
So it's 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt. One electric, 2 electric. Mix is gas and 1 electric. Mix, gas and 2 electric.
electric.
And then obviously gas on its own.
Yes.
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
the difference between all that, obviously before you had a fire and you had a boiler.
Yeah.
You had that heating the room up, that boiler's heating your water up. Now it's doing both.
Right.
Okay, so 2 kilowatt, if you imagine that on your fire you probably had a 2 kilowatt setting.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. If you imagine that as trying to heat your water of 10 litres of water as well, if you compare that to home, a kettle, that's about 2 kilowatts. It's heating a litre of water.
Yeah.
It's not heating the kitchen.
No.
Okay, so here 2 kilowatts is trying to heat up 10 litres of water
Yeah.
and
run
this room.
Yeah.
So 2 kilowatts in the summer is probably efficient enough to heat your water. You're not, hopefully, fingers crossed, not going to need much heating in the room. The winter, obviously 2 kilowatts is not going to give you a huge amount of energy to heat this van up. Okay, obviously if you're still trying to heat 10 litres of water as well. So from start it's going to be cold for a while before obviously everything warms up, and it might not get there. So it might not get, if you ask for 30 degrees.
The message here is use the kettle when you first get on site until the van's warm.
Yeah. Or what you can do is use the mix. That's what the reason the mix is there for. So,
so
electric
gas
and gas.
Yeah.
So that's higher energy. What it will do is it's prioritised to electric. So it will actually use both energies. Gets to temperature, it will shut the gas off. It will tick over electric. Door left wide open. Obviously temperature drops. Gas will kick in alongside electric. Brings it back up. So it's going to be a quicker warm up.
Yep.
But you're not going to be using all the gas all the time because the electric's prioritised on that.
Right, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the really cold weather, you're going to notice it, say 4 o'clock in the morning when the temperature really drops.
Yeah.
And, if you're one of these extreme campers.
I mean, we haven't been as yet. We're thinking about with the brand new van. We're thinking we might go a bit later than we have been.
Yeah. I would say October, November, no problem.
Yeah.
Easy. We went away in December. It wasn't much different than October really. This last year.
Yeah.
Well, I've got Aldi heating on mine, which is the radiated heat compared to this one, which is the blown heat, but they're still about the same. Once you get up to temperature, it's cosy, definitely cosy. I was away, and the Beast from the East 2.
Oh really?
I was in Bury.
Oh, with the snow.
Yeah, and it was great. Friday okay, Saturday morning okay, bright sunshine. It was cold, but and then the snow came in. I've got a picture of my 2 dogs, and they're black dogs, and they're just covered in more snow. But overnight, I pulled the water pump in. There was icicles coming off the waste master and all sorts of things. Yeah. So it's like in the morning, I think, oh no, this is going to be a fun trip back. But by the time we got onto the main road, it was clear. It was fine. But all the water taps on site were all freezing.
Really?
Yeah. So everything was freezing up everywhere, and the wardens obviously were working very hard to try and grip the place as well. Okay. So
Okay.
all right. So the next one, fan. So if you can hear, obviously it's showing the fan on there, but if you can hear, there's no fan running. The reason for that is thermostatically controlled.
Oh, okay.
So the fan only comes on when it needs to boost the temperature in the room.
Yeah.
So if I select, a lower temperature,
Yeah.
obviously it's not going to come on.
No.
So if I just select 30 degrees, click on. So if I'm trying to increase the temperature by 1 degree, it's not going to want to do it. It's thinking, well, no, I'm not going to use my energy to get the fan on to bring the heat up just 1 degree. So the likelihood it will drop 2 or 3 degrees before it will allow the fan to come on. So you need probably a change of it, say 4 degrees before it's going to want to come on. Okay. So
And you've got, I assume, judging by the things round it, there must be 4 settings. Is it 5 settings, 4 settings?
yeah. So what you've also got. So if I go across there, so eco is obviously the slow version of high.
Yeah.
So the options you got is eco, high, or boost. It's going to give you boost, right? So because if I just go back to temperatures again, so I'm not sure exactly what the temperature is at the moment. So say I'll put 22. If that's still flashing. Yeah. So if I go and think, right, I want to boost the fan. See that now? It's not allowing me.
No.
Because I'm only trying to increase it by a couple of degrees, 4 degrees.
Yeah.
You want for it to allow boost, you need to increase it by 10 degrees. So if it's already 20 degrees in here, you want to get 23, it's not going to give you a boost to really blast through. So high fan is probably the option there. But when you first get in, when it's freezing cold, then you're likely, if you put it 23 degrees, it will give you that boost. Okay?
Yeah.
Happy with that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
We have also got a further menu there. We've also got a timer, and also to set your clock, which is straightforward. Then further menu, what that will do, there's certain things like you can change it from 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock, reset for the boiler, and there's about 2 or 3 things you can change it for.
Reset for the boiler?
Yeah, reset. So it resets the factory setting.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're having problems with it. It also allows you to talk French and German to it if you wanted to as well.
I'll pass.
Okay? Obviously you being nearer to the coast than what we are. Or nearer to them. Okay?
Yeah, fine.
Happy with that bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so what I'll show you now is the consumer unit, which I'm just trying to remember where it was. Should be down here. So I didn't didn't set this one up, my colleague did. Obviously not expecting you to be this here. That's fine. Right. Right, so heating and hot water.
Right.
That is the button. If that little plug's not on that screen, so if I just switch that off now, you should hear a bit of a... Oh, you don't hear a noise on it. But what you will see is a triangle on it. That's a warning because we're trying to operate on the energy that we haven't got. Or there may be a fault in the boiler that may indicate.
I don't
So
see
if you can see that little... So you see the little plug's disappeared.
Yep.
Obviously, we would not be using on electric if that wasn't there.
Right.
But obviously, you still need to select electric, but little plug's there. You can see it's come back on the screen now. Triangle will disappear once it resets itself. There we go. So it's off.
Yep.
Okay, so you can see that if that little plug's there, so if you're trying to operate electric and you think, gosh, it's still cold, what's up with this? Have a look, see if that plug's there. Because it may be, you may not have switched it on there, or you may have not plugged the electric in yet, or you might trip the bollard. Okay.
Okay.
Right, what we've got next button, charger.
Yeah.
So that unit on the floor there, that's your battery charger.
Right.
Okay, that switches it on or off. So as long as you've got 240 in there, then that will charge your battery.
Yep.
Reverse polarity, that is an indicator light. If you
Something's wired up wrong.
yeah, so the likelihood is you will see something like that operating if one, you've got a generator, it will light up on that, or if you go on the continent, they wire things different than what we do. You plug your electrics in, come and have a look. If it's lit, then it is reversed. You're going to need an adapter to operate on that.
Okay.
Okay, or on your cable. 240 trips. So
Yeah.
try and keep it up.
Yeah.
There we go. So 240 trips shouldn't be much different. I would have thought basic trips.
Same sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you use any generator with this fan or not?
I'm not too sure on that, to be quite
Yeah.
honest. But obviously you can plug generators into it.
Yeah.
As any, but you obviously got to be careful on what power you're taking in and everything else.
Yeah. I mean, basically, I was just thinking again because this is a newer van and it's.
Have you got a generator?
No, we haven't.
We were,
Oh, right.
we were going to buy one, and
Yeah.
what we're just looking at a sort of a small one. Might just give
Yeah.
you enough output maybe to power the telly and keep the battery charged up when you're on a site without power.
Yeah,
Not looking to run fridge. I mean, fridge
Yeah,
that
well,
go off a gas one.
yeah. The fridge will go off the gas and stuff
Yeah.
like that anyway, but
Yeah.
and possibly heating as well,
But
because obviously they'd use quite high energies.
yeah,
If you're powering that up.
that's right.
Right, so fuses. So they're straightforward, as in you can see the green light one.
Yeah.
Right at the back. That's your charger fuse. So obviously light not on. Either you haven't switched it on, or again you haven't got any power, or fuse may have gone. Alongside each of these other
Okay, so
ones.
with
is-
this, unless you do you leave that on all the time?
Yeah,
or
I
do
leave that all
you
on
leave
all
it-
the time. Because as soon as you unplug electric, that's off
So
anyway.
it's off anyway. Yeah.
So alongside all of these is a red LED, which obviously not lit at the moment. They light up. That means your fuse is gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if the light's on, you've got a problem.
Yeah. So red light on, you've got a problem.
Okay.
The fuse is gone. Obviously, get that checked out. System shutdown button. So when you're in storage, you can shut that off. And that will help to stop the battery being drained down.
So if you don't do that, the battery will.
It will
drain
have
over
to.
winter.
Yeah, it will. Yeah. Unless you either take it
How,
off and recharge it.
how would that affect the tracker system?
It has got its own battery system on it anyway.
Right.
But obviously, I'm not sure exactly how long that would last without a battery being in here. Obviously, you need.
Because I found with the Adria, well, certainly this one, the first one we had, we didn't have a problem with that. With that one, I found it would sort of take the battery down over winter, whereas
Oh, it would
the
do.
other one didn't.
Yeah. There's also other things in the background that could obviously draw the power as
Yeah,
well. Right, your boiler. That's what that is there, sitting down there. That is your drain down for that.
Yep.
So drain down. That should look pretty similar to your last van.
Exactly the
Yeah.
same.
So to drain it, obviously lift that up, open all the taps to centre.
Yep.
Obviously that allows it to drain down. I always do that when I'm leaving site. So if you're going, obviously get to the
You're
gates.
travelling empty. you
Yeah.
mean.
So well, it also helps to drain down. So as that movement as you're driving home, obviously helps to drain it down as well.
Oh, what? So you just leave that open in
Yeah.
travelling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the taps, and then that will help. So obviously there's pipes are higher than levels on certain things, and
Well, yeah, you can
Yeah.
see you've got to get.
yeah, so that movement obviously helps it to
Yeah.
work its way out. Okay,
Okay.
right.
yeah.
Simples. Okay, right.
So no, there's no way of getting to that in there. That's just.
No, well that probably lifts up anyway, but there's no need to be in there. Really.
But when you drain that down, you're basically draining down your hot water and your heating effectively, aren't you?
Yeah, well, hot water is your tap system really. The heating is obviously just blown air off the fan, off an element, off down the side of the boiler more or less.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. The
Yeah.
actual hot water system isn't part of the heating
No,
system.
even though it's all in one unit,
Yeah.
you cannot actually operate that unit on with the heater with no water in it.
You can?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So your previous boiler, if you started heating that up without any water in, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like boiling a kettle
Yeah.
with no water in it, you're in trouble. This one, you can operate the heating
Yeah.
without
Without having
water
actually
in it.
water in the
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if you've got this